Hi everyone. How is everybody this Friday evening? Yes, it is Friday, and yes, we are live. I know I canceled the last two, but you know, when the whole family's got the flu, what are you gonna do? All right, so a couple things. First of all, check out the poll on the question of the day. Today's question of the day is, if you have a New Year's resolution, what is it? If you don't have one, that's just fine, because I'll be honest, I haven't come up with one. My one for last year was to finish one diamond painting, didn't matter what size, and I did it, so yay me. So I haven't thought much on my New Year's resolution for this year, but if you had one, feel free to share it. So the poll didn't include this one because you can only include 4 options, and out of all 5, this one was the one that I was gonna so this one hit the bricks. And we are choosing these 4. So if you haven't voted yet, vote in the poll for which one you want. We're gonna be doing this page. So we've got kind of a green and brown, very kind of fall colors. We've got blue and green, We've got all green, which could be interesting. She could have some very curious looking skin. And then we have these tulips here, which is a wide range, which could be good for florals. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll on up and see who is here. Let's see, behind the question of the day, we have Brittany. Hello, Brittany. No New Year's resolution yet. That's fine. Let's see. Same New Year's resolution as Brittany. Very nice. Let's see. Sherry, hello. Brooke says, good evening, everyone. My only wish for the new year is to sketch in my sketchbook more. It's more of a wish than a resolution. See, I like that. You don't feel so required, but more of a, this is my goal this year. Palma, hello. Megan, hello. Also, I'm sure you can hear it. My nose is still a little stuffy. This flu, I swear. Like, I feel fine for the most part. It's just nasal stuff. So we'll be looking forward to when that's done. Let's see. Leslie, hello. Loretta, hello. Kenny, hello. Ev, hello. Christina, hello. Let's see. Maylin, hello. Kristen, hello. Pamela, everybody's here. It's so exciting. Yes, almost New Year. The kids are going to let me take down the Christmas trees tomorrow. So, you know, that's exciting. Let's see. Valerie, hello. I'm going to make an effort to eat smaller portions and walk/exercise more consistently. Valerie, I should do that with you because I swear, like, I am out of shape, man. Let's see. Clear my clutter out. Also one I should adopt. See, I'm just getting ideas for all of you guys. Evelyn says, question of the day, not to go to jail. I wholeheartedly believe in that, Ev. I think you can do it. I think you can not commit crimes to go to jail. Unless like you're visiting someone in jail. Does that count? I don't know. Leslie says, question today, nothing really, but thinking, lose some weight and read the Bible though. That's fair. That's fair. Let's see. Pamela says, let me grab my book. Sounds good. Let's see. Rinka, hello. I went to Hobby Lobby today. Got my first set of Durant Life Fast, a 12 set. Very nice. The thing about buying pencils at Hobby Lobby is that they don't have their 40% off coupon on regularly priced items. Michael's does, though. Michael's usually has pretty decent coupons. Dee, hello. Angela, hello. Let's see. Becoming a better colorist and saving for the art box unit. I guess that could be mine since I'm saving for my sticker printing machine. So, you know, correctly save for that. For deep, sexy voice, I don't know if that's the case. It's the nasal voice. Of course, I don't know if you were in Tanya's stream. We were talking about only crayons, and I had quite a spicy paragraph about pencils. I could read it in that. Let's see. Michelle, journal more. I love it. Kristen says, I feel the not going to jail resolution, right? The only New Year's resolution I have is to not make any resolutions or goals I know I probably either won't keep or may not be able to keep, which is why my only resolution for last year was to finish a diamond painting, and I succeeded. There are days and people who I have to chant, it's not worth going to jail. Yes, I feel you on that one. So, well, but not my immediate family. They're who I'm usually around. It's generally like people I see out and about. I'm like, are you just not intelligent in any way, shape, or form? Okay, then, thanks. Color my PDFs from Etsy. I like it. Sticker printing machine. Yeah, it's one that I was mentioning about it last time. It's one I'm working on saving up for, and hopefully, fingers crossed, by April, I will be getting it. I need to do a little bit more research though, because I was following some sticker people, and like they all use the cameos, but some of them use the silhouette, some of them use there's a couple different ones. So I need to do some double down on my research on which ones are better for what I want to do. Shannon says, oh, can I get in on the not going to jail resolution? Yes, I think we should all make our resolution this year not to go to jail. To the adult coloring later. Oh my goodness. No, that was two sentences or three. I don't know. Let's see. Hi, Michelle. I'm doing well. How are you? Loretta says, internet acting up and being laggier than usual. So I may get behind in live. That's all right. Just every now and then, you know, tap to the right of the screen. That'll keep you going up. Permanent lag, right? Well, okay. So I'll take a look at the poll final in a little bit, but we're actually going to do a quick flip through of another book. But we are going, so these are the Color Cube cards. Link to the Color Cube is below if you're curious about them. But our choices tonight are between 58, 84, 83, and 69. Usually what I do is I'll grab like a group of them and then just flip through them and grab the ones I want. Well, where can you get the machine? Amazon. If you want to find the one that I'm listing, Rinka, go to I don't have it listed below, but go to my Amazon wish list. And it's listed there? I think it's there. I might have just put it on my personal one. Anyway, it should be there, but I think it's the Silhouette Cameo. I don't remember which one exactly. Work with the public daily. Coloring is the only thing that helps. Oh, Kristen, I'm glad. How do I get the poll to show? All I see is the question of the day. I don't know. It should be listed underneath. Like on my screen, I have, oh, I guess on this one, the poll isn't showing. I don't know. Can anybody else see the poll? I don't know how to reshare it, but I see what you mean about only seeing. That's weird. I'm not sure. Maybe scroll up? I don't know. Maybe the poll is only available on, yeah, go out and back in. Yeah, that's probably good. Ah, gotcha, Loretta, gotcha. But anyway, so that's that. We're going to be coloring this page today. It is from the Tales from the Forest Kingdom. So when we were all about then you got the question of the day. Gotcha. Yeah, so if you don't see the poll, go ahead and refresh. It was here when you came in. Okay, perfect. Belinda, hello, Belinda. Which, by the way, those of you that are members, we are going to be, the coloring page that's coming out next month is going to be Belinda themed, some of Belinda's favorite items, because our lovely Belinda is taking a little bit of a break, and I want her to know how much we will all miss her. So keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, green, brown, orange is winning. Yes. So when all the hype about the Staedtler Softs being discontinued happened, I was searching around and I happened to stumble across these because at some point apparently there were Soft watercolor pencils that I didn't know about. But I did find these. These are the Staedtler Noris Aquarell pencils. They are watercolor pencils. They came with a paintbrush. Now I have other paintbrushes that are nicer than this one, but I am gonna stick to this. And we are going to use the paintbrush that came with it, and we're going to use the Noris Aquarells. These are watercolor pencils, so we're going to use what we have to best match whatever color palette that we have. I haven't used these before. I haven't even swatched them before, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, you like them, Melissa? But before that, I got one of these books last time, but because we were focusing on the Magical Maidens, which, by the way, the winner for the Magical Maidens coloring book from Jennifer Zimmerman was drawn. Ine, if you're watching, you were the winner if you watch it back. I messaged her that she was the winner, but if for some reason she doesn't email me by noon tomorrow, I know it sucks, but I have no way to like message the winner. So if you guys don't email me within the 24 hours, then I have to draw a new one. So if I don't hear from her by noon tomorrow, I will draw a new winner for that giveaway. So just something, sounds good, something to keep an eye out for. But anyway, so that's done. But I got these books. Any Sarah J. Maas fans out there? Did not know they were there. I found this one, and then somebody on my Instagram said, hey, by the way, there's a Court of Thorns and Roses book also. And I went, oh my God. Hi, Mona. And so I found this one and ordered this one. This one showed up yesterday. So if you guys want to do a quick flip through, the links for these ones are in the description below. And then we will go ahead and end the poll at the end of the flip through. So if you haven't voted on the poll, go ahead. That's going to be for the color palette we're doing tonight. So Throne of Glass and A Court of Thorns and Roses, they are kind of fae-based books, but they have some action in them, some romance. They're really great. Like I said, Sarah J. Maas is the author, and they've got the coloring books now. So if you're a fan, we're going to do a quick flip through for both of these. I got them both on Amazon. Like I said, the links are in the description below if you're curious. Now, these aren't my usual coloring books either, because there's some stuff in the Sarah J. Maas books. Like there's some stuff in here where there's some skulls. You know, there's some monsters, some magical characters. There's, you know, it's not a thriller. It's, you know, a book that has its ups and downs, but it has fantastical characters in it. So not a lot of them are the same. So Throne of Glass coloring book, first one. I did a quick little flip through on Instagram, but if you missed it. So these span the Throne of Glass series. So all the way from the Assassin's Blade to her later ones. And I just realized, oh, these are perforated. I did not notice that. You have them? Oh, that's awesome. Like I said, I haven't colored in them yet. I was flipping through them, trying to decide which ones I would color. There's a lot. I haven't read the Assassin's Blade book yet. I think I need to. I have a credit on Audible right now that I haven't spent yet. But I think I might. You haven't read the books? Oh, it's good. They're good. They're good. They're good. I was almost tempted to go down to, yeah, they're all perforated. Go down to Barnes & Noble when they were having their 50% off hardback. But I was just like, I don't need it. I've only read this book in the series, the first Throne of Glass one. Did you like it, Belinda? So they've got little lines from the book. So this one's from the first book, so it kind of gives you a bit of an idea. Is when she got her puppy. See, like I said, monsters in some of these. So like I said, they're not my typical. I know I don't like really do like horror and all of that, but you know, there's some like this is a character in the book. He's a door knocker and he talks to one of the main characters. So, you know, some of them are kind of spooky. But if you like the book series, then the books are really nice. They remind me a lot, like, I think it's the same kind of style as like the Outlander books. I like these ones. The illustrations are a little bit more consistent than the Outlander ones. I have a feeling they had like the same illustrator for most of these. Like, I don't like consistency where some are thicker lines and some are thinner. I'm not a fan of that. But you know, see, a page full of male elves. How could you not like that page? I'm kidding. Hi, Frederica. Let's see, we can skip a page. No, that one's good. And it's pretty thick paper too. It's really nice. Like, yeah, it's quality. Got her on a dragon. So if you like fantasy series, this would be a good book for you. Yeah, Buffy and the Dark Horse coloring books, exactly. Exactly, yeah, sometimes it is. It's nice to go outside the norm. It reminds me a little bit of almost Kirby in the sense where there are some shapes that are kind of like open-ended a little bit. So I would definitely need to concentrate with these pages. Hi, Sticky Art, welcome. I have 2 Audible credits, but not sure what I want. Need to spend them before the month's done. Oh, well, these would be a good series. Loretta, did you say that you've read one? If you've read one of the Throne of Glass, then you could go for the next ones. Hi, Marcy. Read Assassin's Blade, but I need to reread it. We can figure out what order we want to read them. There you go. Well, yeah, because I've read all of the Throne of Glass series except the Assassin's Blade. And I stopped at the 3rd book on the Court of Thorns and Roses only because I'm skipping the 4th book because it's kind of like a novella. And I'm interested in the 5th book, but I need to get the physical book because what do they call him? You know, the voice actress who does the Audible version for the 5th book is just cringeworthy. And I'm just like, you're gonna ruin the story for me. So I think I need to just buy the physical book and read that. The only reason I prefer Audible over actually reading though is just because I can get other things done while I do it. Okay, so that is the end. So these are all of the books in her series. So I've read this one, this one, this one, this one. Is that really how many there are? Or are these ones novellas? I have to look. I've read most of the series till the end. I need to double check. I know I read them all on Audible. Okay, so that was the Throne of Glass. This is A Court of Thorns and Roses. They're all written in the same kind of universe. And I'm caught up on the Crescent City series also. And at the end of where they're at with the Crescent City series, bit of a spoiler, we have some cross-worlds, right? I know, Belinda. No, they're not novellas. I have to double check. If I have them on Audible, I've read them. I'm pretty sure the Assassin's Blade is the only one in the Throne of Glass series that I haven't read. But anyway, they're all kind of in the same Fae universe. And so this series has finished, but it's crossed over now with Crescent City. So I don't know where that's gonna go from now. So, it happens, Frederica. But I really hope that since they came out with these 2 books, they come out with the Crescent City coloring book as well. Okay, so this is Court of Thorns and Roses. This is also perforated, same paper style as the previous one. So it's nice that they're staying consistent. Oh, nice, Leslie. I didn't know. But yeah, so this is, what is this, the Spring Court? Yeah, I think this is the Spring Court. Oh, look at the peacocks. That could be pretty. Let's see. And yes, they have masks, but you find out in the books why they're stuck wearing masks. There we go. Creepy lady. So yeah, FYI, there are some creepier pages than what we usually do on the channel. Not that we're coloring those pages. See, I saw this one. I feel like this one would be really fun to do with watercolors. This particular character really likes. I still think you should read the rest. I want to read it. I feel like, I don't know. Angela, should I read book 4? Is it worth it to read book 4? Or could I just pretend that book 4 doesn't exist and pick up where I left off in book 5? Like I said, I need to get the physical books. Oh, who is this one supposed to be? This is supposed to be, I'm reading what's over here. I don't know who this character is. I'm gonna have to remind myself later. Creepy monster. Ooh. Villain in the story. Oh man, the poll. Oh, the pink and green picked up. All right, guys, if you haven't voted, pink and green is now winning in the poll. For a while, green, brown, and orange are winning. Let's see. She battles this thing in the story. I mean, maybe not book 4, but definitely book 5. Okay. All right, well then I'm gonna remind myself to do that. After stream, I'm gonna go order the paperback book 5, only because it's cheaper than the hardback. But I'm gonna order the paperback book 5, and I'm gonna read it myself because I want to like the story, but I listened to a sample of the voice actress, and I was just like, why didn't they just hire the same lady before? Because I feel like, you know, the reader's tones, and you can recognize who the characters are. But when you have somebody brand new reading it, it's like you have to relearn who all the colors are, or all the characters are. The cover is this one. It's red. So you're looking for the red one. And make sure if you're on Amazon, like I said, the links are in the description below. But just if you don't go through the links, make sure that up at the top it says that it's by Sarah J. Maas. Because the quality, I can't guarantee the quality of the other books that aren't by her specifically. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Joanna. How are you? Throws a shoe at him, or sorry, her slipper. Let's see. See, this one could be cute too. This is where she meets Morgan. This one is where you become less fond of Tamlin, but I won't hint as to why. I think the city was really cool, and I love this because I didn't imagine it this big. I think in my head when I was listening to the story, I imagined it smaller. It's always so kind of cool to match pictures with everything. Hey, Steve! Let's see, who is this one? Oh, Amren. Okay, Amren. See, these are good. I will probably prefer to color, like out of all the pages, I'm liking more of the pages in ACOTAR than I am this one. Let's see. Oh, this is the hut. This is the hut of the witch lady. Ooh, that's interesting. Sorry, I haven't really solidly looked through this yet. I kind of did a quick flip. Oh, I like this. Okay. I feel like we need to color one of the pages in here. Okay. I would struggle to color this one. I feel like there's almost too much in it for me. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. See, I like these crisp, clear kind of images as well. Oh, this one is when they have the battle in the city. The cauldron. Let's see, make sure I'm not missing anything. With learning, and you actually show how to do things normally, I simply cannot figure out. Yeah. Telling the Claire Markova book, ordered on the 17th, got it on Tuesday. Awesome. I am doing well, Joanna. Hi, Jen. Oh, this is after, oh man, okay. Well, these are gonna be a little bit of spoilers for the story, but you know, just don't read any of that. See, there's still there's a lot of pages in here. I should have been counting. There's a lot of pages. The book goes all the way through Court of Wings and Ruins. So the book is based on books 1 through 3. It does not include either books 4 or 5. See, that's a pretty dress. I could wear that. This one would be fun to color. And like I said, the pages are really thick and they're perforated, so you can take them out, right? Oh, that one's cool. Oh, Deborah, thank you. Sorry, I was so engrossed in the book. I didn't notice. Thank you. Get some hypes in chat. And we can type in exclamation point hi. Thank you, Deborah. I was so engrossed in the pages. Like I said, I hadn't really spent that much time flipping through it yet. So about the artists, there is. So they do have some different artists, but they seemed coherent of all of them. Okay, so here are the books. This is the first book, Thorns and Roses, Mist and Fury, Wings and Ruin. Frost and Starlight is the one that I was mentioning. It's kind of like a novella. Aw, thank you, Deborah. And then A Court of Silver Flames. I think this is the one I'm gonna go ahead and get and read the physical book. So I've been an Audible member so long that they gave you a free player called the Otis when you joined. Oh, that's cool. How do I not know about this? Kristen, you are not alone. I only just discovered these books. I stumbled across them because I forget what the reasoning was. I was looking for like some information about some books that she'd written. And I went to Sarah J. Maas's actual website and she had a little dialogue of works that she's done. And yes, I'm aware, Brittany. I'm aware. Thank you. Hi, Cece. Anyway, and she said on there that she had done the Throne of Glass coloring book. And I'm like, hold up. What? And I found this one. So I posted a reel about it on Instagram. And then somebody in my comments was like, oh, by the way, she has one for ACOTAR too. And I was like, wait, what? So yes, now I have both of them and I will be anxiously awaiting them to do a Crescent City one. I don't know if they are, but I kind of hope they are because yeah. Anyway, so if you are a Sarah J. Maas fan and you want to check them out, the link for those are in the description below. All right, so let's take a look at our poll. Holy cow, the pink and green and the green, brown, and orange are neck and neck. So for those of you that just came in, okay, I'm gonna give you a couple more seconds to go ahead and vote. These are the color palettes we are voting on today. We're gonna color this page. The pink and green and the green and brown are pretty dang close. We have 61 votes, green at 7%, so I think it's safe we can pull that one. Then we have 34% for pink and green, 29% for blue and green, and 31% for green, brown, and orange. Now, if you're following along with your own color cube, yeah, it's about the color palette we're gonna use tonight. So we have card number 84, 83, and 69. So pink is gonna look great, people. Steve, rip green. I know. All right. I think we're gonna call it. Unless somebody wants to throw in a vote. I don't even know, like, I know percentages on it, but I don't know like who's voted what. So I don't know how many people would have to vote for green, brown, and orange again to have it pop up. But I think it's been up for 30 minutes. Leslie, Steve, I'm not gonna do orange. Yeah, this was the other one, but I could only put in 4 options, and so I made the call to pull that one. No, I'm not doing pew, Steve. All right, and pull. Pink and green is the winner. Oh, look at that. It changed to 33% right before it happened. I'm not doing Pathalo, Steve. Welcome back. Okay, so I don't have, these are the pencils we're using tonight. They're not a giant range like we would with Pathalo blue. I know, we gotta go with majority. So like I said, this is box number 1. We have crimson, mulberry, magenta, meadowlark, and artichoke. Yeah, the poll was split except for green. Poor green. And I'm gonna tell you right now, had this one chosen, I would have done green skin on her. Like, I wouldn't have cheated and brought in some skin tones. No, it would have been all green, all green. So we're using the 36 set of the Noris Aquarell. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pull these out. I have not swatched these. They don't have their own case or anything. So we're gonna go based off pencil color. So with what we have, hang on one second. Okay, sorry, I may need to mute occasionally. I'm still dealing with the sinusy stuff. So with what we have, I'm gonna eyeball it here. Definitely this one. These do not have, oh, that's interesting. These do not have names or numbers on them. So we're just gonna be, It's the pinky red one, so that's what we're gonna be going with. So if you're following along, just take a look at the barrel color because I have no numbers or names to give you. So there's that. I wish all pencils came like that. All right, so let's zoom in just a little bit here and let's pick our colors. Do you only use 5 colors, or the 5 colors are more the range you can use? I'm gonna start with grabbing the best example that I have of these 5 colors. And if we need to get a couple variations, like maybe a little bit of black or maybe like a teensy bit of brown, maybe, but for the most part, we're gonna stick with these colors. So let's see, we're gonna grab this one because it's pretty close to the mulberry. And then we've got a bright pink. I'm gonna go with this one here. And then we've got this, thing of it is this is almost the same color palette as the Ergosoft. So like, as I'm looking at some of these colors, like I'm listing the songs, all the pencils down on the desk, hyperventilate. If it helps, I'll put them in a cup, okay? I will put them in a cup. All right, there's a yellow. And then we need to choose our green. These are our greens that we have in here. Obviously, some of these are too blue, some of these are too bright. So we're gonna choose the one that is closest to it. It's definitely a bit of a muted green. I feel like this one's a little bit more yellow. I'm gonna go with this one here, okay? And then for the reddish color, for the crimson, because we have variations back here, I'm thinking this one's gonna be the closest. So I think that'll work. That's what we're gonna start with. Let's set aside a brown. The yellow pencil is named Hank. Okay, I know, no names or numbers, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. So for those of you that I know really like the names, you know, to have the names and the numbers of everything, this is gonna be a challenge. As many colors that actually make that one color. There you go. This is going to make it a little bit of an extra challenge for you. So think of it as, you know, a lesson in not following exactly. Whatever pencils you have, choose your closest colors. And I don't know if I'm gonna do white because remember, these are watercolor pencils. So I don't think we're going to be doing the white because one of the things that I learned last time when we did the color palette of the Rooms of Wonder page, I ended up with a lot more lighter colors than I wanted to. So I kind of want to try and keep in this vibrancy. But we are going to put some of these colors together and sort of blend them. So the rest of these are all gonna go over to the side. Okay, so for now, here is what we are choosing. We've got the mulberry kind of one. We've got this lighter pink one, a light yellow. I would call this probably number 10 because it's so similar to the number 10 in the Staedtler. Because here's the thing. No, okay, sorry. The yellow one's name is Hank. And then we have the green, which we may add a little bit of brownish or black to, depending on the situation. But the color palettes, you just get it matched to, aw, thanks, Kristen, to as close as you can, okay? So what we have tonight then, I've got my little cup of water here. I have an old towel that I cut up into scraps, so I'm always grabbing one of those. This particular set of pencils came with a paintbrush. So if you don't have any paintbrush, you can grab this one. I have other paintbrushes, but I'm gonna use the one, yeah, the pink is Tanya, there you go. I am going to use the one that came with it for the sake of those that are, you know, strictly using it along with it. I don't need to do that. Ooh, that sounds good, Belinda. I got a fancy to do label maker, but here's the thing. I could label them anything, but they won't even be labeled that way for you guys. Maybe a hint of red? If you're talking a monotone one, I have, indeed, I have. In fact, if you go to my Instagram, because I have it somewhere, because I cut it out, the double page spread of the dragon in the back of... in the back of Enchanted Forest, I did that one all in black and white. Now it was shades of gray. It was like, it was cool grays, warm grays. I think I did mostly Prismacolor where it was French gray, you know, whatever they were. Anyway, cool. All the different variations in gray. But yes, I did that one all in black and white. I've done a few mono color palettes. It's kind of interesting. So yeah, we're gonna use the paintbrush that came with it. It's definitely, it doesn't feel loose. I know sometimes like right here can sometimes feel loose. So it's definitely not the highest quality of bristles, but we're gonna make it work. Right? Yeah, it's great to make it, you kind of focus more on the shading. In fact, I did an entire page in Tuscan red once. in Tuscan Red, and I went through an entire Tuscan Red pencil. Now, where did I set my sharpener? I had it, oh, it's right there. All right, so we're gonna give these all a quick sharpen here. So no orange, like I said, we got our crimson, we got our light pink. Awesome, Kristen, I'm so glad. It's nice I get to bring you guys in on the color palette, and it does definitely makes it easier for us. Yeah, that one was fun. I think any of the mono palettes are kind of fun. Okay, so we're just gonna give these all a quick sharpen. Yeah, the Tuscan Red. It was quite, I don't even remember what year I did that. That was a while back. But yeah, definitely when you do a single pencil challenge one, you go through a lot of pencils. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see. So we're gonna do her skin tone first, which is gonna be a bit of a challenge because I am not allowing myself, oh, nice, Valerie. Watercolor anything you're ready to learn? Well, you know, the pencils are kind of a good way to do that because it kind of leads you into it. Plus, you have the option of using it kind of like you would a regular watercolor palette because you can always brush your brush on the nib. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom in and we are gonna attempt skin tone with only the colors that we have. We do not have skin tone color. There is one. There is a nice light orange that we could use, but we're not gonna because we're challenging ourselves tonight to do it only in this color palette. So the trick for this one, and it actually might be easier with the watercolor because the pigments can mix. Now I'm not pre-mixing the pigments at all. We're gonna do this all on the paper. Now thankfully it's a small amount of skin tone. We only have her face here and here, but also keep in mind, it doesn't have to be perfect because I mean, we could make her skin blue if we wanted to. So yeah, it's very possible. Maybe she's got more of a pinkish hue to her. It's possible. Yes, very happy colors. So we're gonna start with the lighter pink color. It's not quite a hot pink like it was on the card, but it is as close as we're gonna get to it. So we are just gonna slowly start with a very light pink. We're not pressing very hard because it is gonna be easier to add more color onto it than it is to take it away. We're gonna carry it down for her little cheek tone color. And if we really want to, maybe we will break out the white. Exactly, she can be any color. Monia Gates is fantastic at doing non-traditional skin tones. And you guys know how much I love my non-traditional skin tone, you know? All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add it here. These are gonna be basically the darkest areas of her skin. And we'll go ahead and do her hand at the same time also. Hang tight, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that, chat. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and do our pink here as well. And then there's no like significant lights around it. You know, the funny thing is I've had this page like earmarked as a page I wanted to do on stream for a while. But it's kind of nice that we do it with the color palette because it's allowing us to kind of challenge ourselves a bit. Let's see, I've colored a blue fairy, a green fairy, and a pink fairy. I love it. All right, so now let's go in with our yellow. And like I said, if we were using the Ergosofts, I would say that this is the number 10. But if you ask Steve, this pencil's name is Hank. But I chose these two colors because pink and yellow are gonna make kind of an orangey color. Now, how much will the pigment move around? I don't know because I have not used these before. I have not used these particular watercolor ones. In fact, these might be my first Staedtler watercolor pencils. We'll see. Let's get that up just a little bit. There we go. So she's looking pretty bright right now. Let's actually go ahead and let's embrace it a little bit more. And we're going to use that kind of mulberry color in some of the darker areas. Now I'm not going to use brown quite yet because the brown is just kind of meant to be used as a shadowy area because I mean, if we wanted to, we could do like really light brown and yellow. But I want to use those just as kind of as needed accent colors, not as something that we're relying on to help us get the colors that we need. So we are just going to add a little bit of this mulberry, and then we're going to add a bit more yellow. Oh, really, Kristen? You know, that's fair though. I feel that way about Kirby's books. Like, I really enjoy his books and I have a lot of them. Have I colored very many pages? No, I really haven't, because they're very intimidating. All right, so here in a minute, we're gonna go ahead and dive in with the water. So you could use a paintbrush, you could use a water pen brush. It's just kind of what you're most comfortable with. So I'm gonna zoom out here just for a second. Okay, so you see I've got my water here. I'm just dipping it in a little bit. I tap it, and then I'm gonna touch it on my cloth, because when it comes to the coloring books, these are not watercolor papers. So you really are so open to be creative, right? So you really kind of wanna be careful with how much water you saturate on them. So we're gonna go ahead and start. We'll see, I don't know how bright this is gonna get. We'll find out. Like I said, this is the paintbrush that came with the set. Okay, so I'm kind of going in little circles because I'm hoping to kind of blend this yellow with it. And one other thing I'm gonna grab that I forgot to get ready beforehand is, as soon as I'm done with this portion, we are going to grab gosh, okay, there's one thing I don't like about this paintbrush. It is moving a lot. We are gonna grab the heat gun, which is gonna help us get this colored. So when you are using the heat gun, you're drying your paint in between layers. But it's nice because that yellow now has kind of blended in with the pink a little bit. Now, we could always try a little bit of white on top to try and tone down the vibrancy of the yellow. But I mean, we're literally just dealing with yellow and pink here, so we're getting creative. Okay, let's get our heat gun. I know I had it out. I cleaned up though, and like I put everything away. Hang on. We're gonna want the heat gun here. Just don't remember where I put it. 1 second. Probably put it away under here. Or we may just go without the heat gun, because I definitely am not spending the next, 20 minutes searching for my heat gun. This is what happens when I finally clean things up and put everything away. Like, I don't remember where I put it. Ah, I found it. Ha! I was smart, tucked it under my desk. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get this plugged in here, because this is going to be helpful. There we go. Helpful as we go along. All right, gotta grab my headphones back. Now, if I do this and the heat gun is too loud, please let me know. Right, Deborah? It does. So much potential. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and heat gun. Tiny little fleck of pencil there. Now, it's good to heat gun in between when you're doing something like this, just because the paper, like I said, it's not watercolor paper. And so if you are just layering and layering and layering, your paper, the fibers are actually gonna start to break down. So you wanna be as gentle as possible with these. All right, so we're gonna come back to the skin. We are not done with it, but I want to, sorry, the cord's bent. I want to wait to come back to it. And we are going to break out the white, because I do wanna try and tone down that yellow just a little bit. But before we do that, we are gonna move on to her outfit here. So we're gonna have some flowers. We've got some leaves. So I'm thinking we should dive in with a mulberry kind of shirt. Let's see. Tech gal, hello. All right, so let's see, her shirt, little tunics there. So we're gonna start with this one, and this is kind of that mulberry color. Okay, and I am okay with her having a bright and vibrant shirt, so I'm going in a little bit heavier. Let's see, I think this is part of the tunic, so we're gonna do that. Going in a little bit heavier so we can have a nice kind of vibrant shirt. Okay. And we're gonna go under here. I don't know yet what color the flowers are gonna be. I have not decided. That's the thing, is that we have the color palette in front of us, but part of making these color palette part of making these color palettes work, there we go, is not kind of clumping too many heavy colors together. So you kind of have to spread things out so that everything is balanced, not have all the greens in one place, not have all the pinks in one place. So as long as there's balance, that's going to draw your eye all the way around the picture, and it's going to make for a pleasant picture. I never really go for hyper realistic. Sometimes I like to kind of attempt it, but more than anything, it's just something that keeps the eye interested. I mean, you see abstract paintings, those aren't, you know, those aren't hyper realistic by any means, but because of the bright colors or even the dark colors or the contrasts that are in it, that's what keeps you interested in the paintings or the images. Okay, let's see. Her tunic, leaf. We are gonna say that this is part of the tunic. We're gonna have that be not the tunic. And this will be the tunic. And because we have this kind of bright, vibrant mulberry tunic, we're gonna wanna bring some contrasty colors. So we'll definitely have like a lot of these flowers that are right next to her. Those ones are gonna be yellow, but we'll be able to bring in a little bit of the crimson to kind of bring in balance for that. Okay, so we're gonna continue to map these in. All right. Finish this. I'm gonna get a sip of water here. Everybody, water break. Hydrate. All right, let's go ahead and grab the lighter pink. And I'm just gonna go on the side here. Like I said, I am mostly just trying to use the colors from the color palette, but we are bringing in a little bit of brown, black, and white. Now, if I wasn't trying to stick with the color palette, I would probably bring in some purple on this tunic, actually. But being that I am challenging myself to stick with this, we are gonna work with a little bit different colors. Now, obviously that doesn't look too different right now. What do we want to do here? Let's see, is that drawing? Almost. Well, we'll finish the tunic and then we'll go back up and work on the face again. Let's go ahead and grab a little bit of the brown. Ooh, sweet tea. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of the brown. Now the brown and the black, like I said, are just gonna be used for shading and little bitty accents. I can't, to keep with my challenge here, I'm not gonna use it like give her brown hair. It's not gonna be one of the predominant colors. We wanna try and keep it just as contrast assistance. Get in those shadows a little bit. And that's nothing about these color palettes to say that you have to do it the way that I'm doing it. By all means, bring in the other ones. This is just my own personal challenge that I'm setting for myself that says, all right, well, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna do this by the card. All right, so I know that's why I felt so bad that I had ended up canceling last Fridays and this Fridays, because this is my Aussie time. All my Aussies can be here on Fridays when I only stream on Wednesday mornings. Then it's not. That was the whole reason that I ended up even switching to a Monday morning, because for a while I was only streaming at night. But that opened it up to everybody in the different time zones. So I like to mix it up. But we're kind of all on the mend. We finally got our flu shots yesterday, so it's not going to, 100% prevent us from getting the flu, but what it is, it's going to make, if we get it again, it's going to make the symptoms not last as long, which would be amazing because this is like 3 friggin' weeks in on this right now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and do the mulberry again. I'm going to go a little bit darker over that brown. Let's see. Hi, Christina. Yeah, the ugly teenager stage, exactly. Okay. There we go. So is anybody doing anything for New Year's? We're not. We're just going to stay home. The kids really want to try and stay up until midnight, and we've got some sparkling cider, but otherwise we'll probably just play some games, watch the ball drop, the huge. Okay. There we go. Now again, this is going to be spread around. I'm almost thinking though, I might break my rule of using that paintbrush, because that paintbrush is rough, man. The bristles are so bendy, I'm having a hard time controlling it. Would you guys be totally opposed to me like just the paintbrush and grabbing a different one? I'm really tempted. Same with my mom, grandparents, dads. Oh, gotcha. Harry Potter. I'll probably fall asleep before midnight. The kids really want to try. We'll see. Oh, I love that, Kenny. Okay, I'm grabbing my big jar here. I don't want to like ruin this page because I'm using a terrible paintbrush. Let's see, which paintbrush do I want to use? I just need something stiffer. It's too bendy. It's too bendy. Like, they're not even super expensive. This is like a fine touch one from Hobby Lobby. Let's see, this one is a Arteza one. This one's a nice one. This is a Da Vinci brush. It came with one of my Use Its Best. Change it up. There you go. Ooh, yeah, definitely. This one is a Da Vinci one. It's kind of nice. It came from a, one of those art boxes that I reviewed. Let's see. I'm also a little rough on my paintbrushes sometimes. It's amazing that they last as long as they do. Okay. I think these will work better. And let's see. I'll grab this one too, just in case. What's the difference between these two? This is a 3, and this is a Runaway. This is a 1. I don't know what the difference between them, but yeah. I'll just be miserable like me. It'll be fine. Watching Marvel movies with teenagers with Pizza Hut and sparkling cider. Ooh, we should get pizza tomorrow. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, let's go ahead and use, which one do I want? Yeah, let's use this one. So this is a number 3 round. It's the generic Hobby Lobby brand. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and not put my head in the frame, and we're gonna zoom back in. And we are gonna do this, and we can always add more. Yeah, see, look how much more vibrant that is. We can always add more on top of this once it's dried. There we go. And I'm not using too much water. Don't want to oversaturate it. Okay, so there's my official review. The paintbrush that comes with the Staedtler Noris is duty. Should that just be my meter that I measure all products on now when I review them? Be like, okay, this is my duty meter. Of my duty meter, how much is this product on the duty meter? Thanks, Kristen. Okay. Go. Okay. And I'm just rinsing as I go because I don't want to, I have some of these browns on here and I don't want to drag brown where I don't want there to be brown. Right? They are so good, Belinda. Belinda, I'm making progress on the one you sent me, guys. Belinda sent me my very first diamond painting, what, like 2 years ago or so? I have been chipping away at that thing for years. I'm making progress. Like, she's probably 3/4 of the way done now. I'm gonna get there. I will. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution this year, is to finally finish the diamond painting, because I have that one plus one that I purchased on my own, plus a mystery one that Ev sent me that I'm really curious to see what it is. So I have diamond paintings to do. That'll be my other goal. I'm gonna have the same one. Finish another diamond painting. That will be my goal this year. It's been forever. I know it. I know it. I do it in bursts. It's not like, oh, I'll do just a little bit. No, I do it and then like I do nothing else, and I do it hardcore for like a week. And I stay up late and I work on it, and then I take a break, and then I don't touch it for like 3 months. Oh, man. All right, so now we're gonna use the heat gun on it. Word of warning, do not put your hand under the heat gun. I definitely haven't done that. Right, Shannon? Exactly. Because I would never, you know, heat my hand with the heat gun. Although I did briefly consider heating my tea with a heat gun. I don't know if that counts. Right, Christina? That's why I make them easy on myself. All right. I think that's okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to use our brush. We're going to use our white kind of as our paint palette. And this is, like I said, this is another way that you can use your watercolor pencils is I'm gonna go ahead. Now keep in mind that when you add water to your pencil, it does weaken your pencil lead until it dries. So we're gonna add some white just so she doesn't look entirely jaundiced. It's still obviously gonna look like yellow because we're just putting white on top of yellow, so it'll be like a light yellow. Okay. There we go. Shannon, you okay? Wanda said. Oh, goodness. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of white. And we might use just a tad bit of brown on her skin as well. Like I said, we don't want the brown to be used predominantly because that's not the challenge. And maybe she is a little, you know, little yellowish. I definitely wonder. I might try putting some of the white directly onto it because it didn't lighten it up quite to where I wanted it to. So we're going to try it again. That's why I'm putting the pencil underneath so that can dry as well. Just don't ever draw your pencils on wet paper because A, that messes with the fiber of the paper, and B, it just does not turn out as nicely. All right, we might need to wait for that to dry a little bit on its own. No, that's okay. All right. Try and put some of that white on here. I know I can't really see it, but it is ending up on there. I'm not pressing too hard because we've already added water twice on this paper, so I don't want to start tearing it up. Okay. There we go. And then let's just get a little bit. Oh, Happy Joanna, thank you. Oh my goodness. Exclamation point hype, you guys. Thank you, Joanna. Yeah, Frederica, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a little bit of brown. All right, throw in some hype emotes. Aw, thank you, Kitty Love and a TARDIS. Thank you so much, Joanna. Wait, what did Kristen say is off topic? Hold on, what'd I miss? Oh, I told my niece how much you said the cricket was good, but the cameo was probably better. Yes, that's what I've heard. Now, I've never owned either, so I can't say for sure, but for people that have told me, that's what I hear. It's 10:22 p.m. I'm gonna get some sleep since I'm up since 4. Oh my goodness, Brooke, yes, get some sleep. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and use just a little bit of that brown just to tone down that pink just a little bit. I think that will work out. It won't be quite as overwhelming. We're gonna do a little bit there, and we'll do a little bit on her lips. Like I said, we're not going for hyper realistic. We just want to make it look nice. There we go. Okay, and then let's grab our paintbrush again. Oh, thank you, Joanna. Yes, I want a giveaway on Joanna's stream. Joanna streams and she uploads videos, so if you haven't checked her out, you should. But yes, she was streaming the other day, a cute little Christmas stream, and I won a giveaway in her stream. Oh, that was super nice. Might do a little bit more pink in her lips. But we're gonna stop fiddling with the skin here in just a minute so that that paper can thoroughly dry before we add much more to it. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, so now let's go ahead and grab our mulberry. We're gonna add just a little bit more on the tunic, and then we're gonna move down to the pants. All right, so mulberry here. Like I said, we're going nice and bright because our color palette, which is hidden at the moment, our color palette is nice and bright. I mean, look at that, that's practically a neon pink. Well, for what you guys can see. Although you wanna see pink, I still need to do, look at how bright that is. It's insane. I still need to do something with this. I've been thinking about it more lately, and I might try a painting with it. What yet? I'm not entirely sure. But we could do like a mono stream where I paint, but only use that pigment. And we make our own paint. On a fry basket had a cool, oh no! Not to touch a hot bulb until my husband tells me. Oh no, don't touch it. Okay. I'll do a little bit of this down here on the bottom of the sleeve. More here. Like I said, I want more of that mulberry to pop out than the brown that we put on there. Aw, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see what it is. Okay. There we go. And a little bit more there. All right, let's let's do a little bit of water with more colors than I saw a video for them the other day. Oh wait, for which ones? Okay, so now we're just gonna add a little bit of that. That was a bit more water than I intended, but it's okay. We're gonna go quickly, and then we're gonna let this just kind of dry, and we're gonna move on to her pants. The nice thing is this watercolor, I feel like it tends to go a little bit faster too, even if it is watercolor pencils. There we go. Okay. All right, so I think that's enough for that one. Oh yeah, the people who did the blackest black and the pinkest pink, yeah. All right, so there's that one. Now we're gonna go ahead and move down, and for those of you that weren't here earlier, we are only using these 5 colors plus white, black, and brown if we need it. So for her leggings, we are gonna go in with the nice bright green. Now this one is a little bit more muted, but because we only have a 36 set, we have a limited range. So we're gonna roll with this first. Now I'm gonna do something that I don't quite always do, but we're gonna do just a solid color of green on her leggings at first, because I want these to be nice and bright, and then we are going to go in with a little bit of our shadow colors. I think we might even use a little bit of black. Now, especially when you're doing the watercolor black, you want to use it sparingly because a little bit will go a long way, just like if you were painting with black paint. So for this first layer, don't worry too much about any shading or anything. We're just going to put a flat color. There we go. We're gonna do the same on the other side. You have the same green leggings, Brian. I read it before I read the name, and at first I was like, oh, well, that's cool. And then I saw it was Brian. Hi, Marilyn. If they're doing a reddish red, another color. Ooh, that's cool. Okay. I think I'm gonna try and use the crimson and the yellow to create kind of like almost an orange for the shell on the back. All right, so just a solid color here. Then we're gonna bring in our mulberry. Okay. So that's the slightly darker pink. And we're gonna use this for kind of our shadowy color, and then we're gonna use a little bit of black on top of that. We also still have the dots to do as well. And the patches on the leggings, which will be 2 different colors. There we go. Okay, under these flowers here. And on this side. There. All right, and let's see. Let's go ahead and go in with that little bit of black. Hi, Cam. I see hi, Cam. I didn't see his name. Oh, Cam says hi. Ah, gotcha. I have to wear grown-up dress tomorrow. I've been in sweats forever. Currently wearing sweats, Joanna, so you're in good company. All right, we're gonna do just a little bit of black here. We can always add more later, but where the tunic and the legs overlap, where there would be the darkest shadows, that's where we wanna use it. Under this plant a little bit. There. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit where the socks match. Or not match, meet the leggings. She's got a very, very 80s vibe going on. All right, let's go ahead and add our water. Okay. Now, we're going to be careful the direction that we go because I don't want to draw this black down too much. A little bit is okay, but you see how strong that is even with the tiny bit that we added. Ooh, we went over on the tunic a little. So feel free to clean your brush if you feel like you need to in between. And if you feel like you need a little bit more pink or green, just remember you can always go back over it when it dries. But you can see how much darker it gets once we add those. And really, whether you use a regular brush or a water brush, that's mostly just personal preference, what you feel you have better control over when it comes to the amount of water and how you use it. So far, as these pencils are concerned, because like I said, I hadn't used these before, they're pretty good. They're not the most pigmented watercolor pencils I've used before, but they're not bad. I just wish that there were a few more colors other than the 36, but I've always said that about like the Ergo, like the Staedtler Ergo Soft like line of them, because the max they had on those were 36 as well. Welcome back, Steve. He was even alive in the 80s. Wait, my hand looks very youthful? Hold up, what did I miss? Hold up. Hold up. Brian lives in my brain. Oh, Brian just said, was she even alive in the 80s? If it helps you feel any better, yes, I was alive in the 80s. If we're talking about me, I feel like I missed something. But yes, I was alive in the 80s. All right, so we're gonna leave the leggings be for now. We're gonna move down. We're gonna go back up and do the patches once they dry. But we're gonna do some nice bright mulberry socks. Ooh, nice. Did you get a chocolate shake? Belinda, have you done any of the Sarah J. Maas books? If you like fantasy series, you probably like that. Oh, if you haven't read No Exit, you should. Oh, gotcha. Okay. But it's nice that you think my hands look young. They get so dry that I feel like they look older than they are sometimes. Try to keep up with lotion. All right, so we're using that mulberry here. Ooh, The Lost Apothecary. Who wrote that one? No, I'm always self-conscious about my hands, but him saying that my hands look young is a good thing because I feel like my hands look old. So if a stranger thinks that, well, not a stranger, but you know, someone who doesn't know me in real life thinks that my hands look young, that's a good thing. All right, so let's see. I mean, come on, I'm not Tanya. I was alive in the 80s. No, I'm kidding. We love our Tanya. All right, the lighter pink here. I'm 36, Brian. What do you want from me? All right, so now we're gonna do the same to the other sock. Old enough to have had a couple of kids and, you know, call my mom and tell her I'm sorry I was such a turkey when I was a kid, and she was right. I look 29? Well, thanks. Sarah Penner. Okay, cool. I'll have to look it up. The funny thing is I spent the whole year last year thinking that I was 36, and then I realized I wasn't. I was like, oh, wait, no, not yet. I was like a year off on my birthday because, you know, it's me. All right, we're going to go ahead and use our green now. And I'm actually just going to put it on the left side of her socks. Now, we've got our shoes to think about. And like I said, I don't want the black or the brown or the white to be predominant colors. So we've got, I think we're going to do some yellow shoes. I think that'll be nice and bright. But let's go ahead and do our water on our socks first. Not a day over 25. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Adding a little bit of water, going from the green side to the pink. And you can see we got a little bit of a difference in color there. Sometimes I feel older, I swear. And then I see my kids getting older. I was like, this is just going too dang fast. Try being 40. Well, I'm only about, what, 3.5, 4 years away from that? I don't know. Too soon. That's what it is. It's all too soon. Yeah, oh, I hit the mic. Sorry, guys. I don't know if that was loud for you. All right, we're going to dry this here before we do any more. Because I want to go back and finish the leggings before we move down on shoes. Right? Yellow shoes. It'd be great. Of the carrot ones, yeah. But these ones, for the Noris, it's only the 36, I think. I did see the carrot ones, though. I need to take a look at those. I don't remember. I think the carrot were like 40 some odd bucks. I don't quite remember. All right. Now we're going to come back up to the leggings. I think I actually do want to do the shoes first. So we're going to do a solid color of yellow on the shoes. We are going for bright and vibrant. This is a very happy, happy color palette. Okay, tongue in the shoe here. Okay. We're just doing the solid color right now. We're going to use a little bit of green for the variation. Della, good grief, y'all. My son's 43. You're babies. Oh, it's not on Audible. Feels like a lot of books should just automatically go on Audible. Don't they know that I don't like to sit down and just read a book? All right, we're using the green now. Here we go. I don't know how I'll feel when I turn 40. Aren't I supposed to have like a midlife crisis then? Can I choose when I have a midlife crisis? Can I have one now? And I go, why? I mean, I feel like you should be allowed to have a midlife crisis when the gray hairs start popping up. Did you randomly pick the card? No, I did not. I grabbed a chunk of the cards and then I went through and picked like 4 or 5 of my favorites and then I had chat vote on the finished card. Where's my... How Southern Bellish just were. I know, we've been here like a decade and it's all kicking in. All right, so let's see. It's Audible, The Lost Apothecary. Ah, okay. 40 sucks. All right, good to know, Kristen. I mean, 36 hasn't been bad. But I'm definitely hitting that stage where, like, people that I grew up with and everything, like, you know, health issues start to, you know, kind of rear their head a little bit here in the mid-30s. And it's just the realization that, you know, your kids are starting to get older. And it's just like, I'm not ready for any of this. I don't know. Also, I was on TikTok or something the other day. And there was a girl on there talking about some sort of hairstyle from the 90s. And she referred to it as back in the olden days. I'm like, girl, it was the 90s. Back in the olden days, my butt. I'm not that old. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of yellow on the middle of these flowers, but we're not going to use the green. Back in the olden days, we're going to get my cane and walk over in a creek. All right, we're going to use a little bit of the red here, just a little bit, because that red's going to go a long way towards it. It'll definitely look a bit more orange in the middle. For the soles of these shoes, let's do the light pink, and I think we'll bring in a little bit of black. Speaking of the 80s, like I feel like this is something I could have rocked in the 80s. You turn 90 when you hit 40. Even the color pencils were black and white in the old days, right? Okay, and we'll go ahead and do pink, the light pink on the laces as well. See, this is where I really want to reach for some blue. But this is good because it really makes me practice like getting outside my comfort zone, because like I always grab for blues and greens, but when I use a color palette that doesn't, you know, hardly have, I mean, I have one green, but that just doesn't hardly have any of that. Like, it's different. Okay. All right, and then for the petals, I mean, we're limited on our palette here. Let's just go ahead and do light pink for the petals, and then we'll add a little bit more after we get our first layer. But let's go ahead and add our water to this. And then next I want to do the shell. I'm anxious to get the shell colors down. Feel older than my age? Oh, I'm right there with you. My music is now on classic radio. I know, right? It's not the classics. I love me some David Bowie. All right, so I'm gonna be careful but for how this green gets dragged down. I don't want to overwhelm it too much. I still want the shoe to be mostly yellow, but it's still got kind of that almost going for chartreuse here. I feel like I could rock a pair of these shoes. But yeah, without this color palette, I never would have gotten to this kind of blend of yellow and green shoes, like, at all. They remind me of like really colorful like rain boots. Control to Major Tom. I don't remember all of the other words, so instead I'm gonna sing about some birds. So here I am standing in my office, painting on the shoes. Right, Julie? They're so bright and happy. Some of them are green and there's nothing I can do. David Bowie's cool. Or was cool. Oh, David Bowie. Let's see. All right, so those were our shoes. Let's go up and we're gonna add just a little bit more to the, probably the mulberry to the leggings. Oh, boo, Brian. I'm gonna get you to sing on stream. And you gotta make up the lyrics on the spot. That's your job now. Shannon, next time Brian is home when you stream, he has to sing a song. And if I can't be there, you have to send me a clip of it. All right, so that was a little bit more of that mulberry. We're gonna use a little bit of the green over top of that. We're just going for a little bit more darkness here. Okay. I'm teasing. Hey, challenge accepted. All right, sweet. You got to make up lyrics on the spot. To be fair, though, it's the same reaction my kids have when I sing, but mostly because I sing ridiculous lyrics about some of their favorite songs, and they look at me and roll their eyes. We're officially at the stage where mommy's no longer cool. All right, let's see. So let's do the patches. See, I'm struggling bringing in this red. Like, I normally would not have done red with the pink, but we're sticking to our color palette, so we're gonna do it. So we're gonna do a little bit of this red here. We're gonna bring in a little bit of black. Like I said, I don't have a name or a number for this red, but on the card, it's labeled as crimson. All right, so now we're gonna use a little bit of black. It wasn't it. Clean? That's up to Shannon. It's her channel. You're not singing on my channel. So the question is, how much of Shannon's whole head do you want her to roll at you? So that's the challenge. All right, a little bit of black there. Let's get some water. Put red on the flowers. Red flowers go with everything. That's true. That's true. All right, so we're gonna use a little bit of this black. I'm gonna dab it because I don't want it. I think maybe I'll start on the red portion with the other ones. Here we go. And this paintbrush really is not all that wet. It's practically damp. Didn't they say that they're coming out? Angela, you might know this. Didn't they say that they're coming out with a like a video series or something that is Court of Thorns and Roses? I feel like throws dead bullhead at them. There you go. I feel like there's a new one coming out. All right, we're gonna do yellow on these polka dots. We're gonna do yellow and green, or maybe yellow and pink. We could do yellow and pink. Oh, that's a patch. I almost colored it. I almost colored it yellow. There we go. All right, then just a little bit of black on this one. Okay. Now we're gonna do a little bit of water. Right there, I realized I didn't add the pink on the yellow. We're gonna do that real quick. Look at her butt. I said yellow. Should I have said yeller? What's the old Yeller song? I feel like there was an old Yeller song. Maybe I'm thinking Davy Crockett. Davy Crockett, wild frontier. I'm gonna go back in time and tell Davy Crockett to stay away from the Alamo. It's not gonna go well. Yella. Right, I understood. Yeller. Oh, that was way too much water. Way too much water. I left a little bubble of water on there. That's a great way to oversaturate your paper. All right. Nothing too fancy with those polka dots. Let's zoom out for a second, see where we're at with these. See, she's so bright and colorful. All right, I want to dive in on the shell. Went to a painting with the twist tonight, did a backlight landscape, sang to ABBA, Gloria Gaynor, Journey, my mom, BFF, and I sang so much. Oh, that sounds so fun. The Alamo, right? It's fine, it'll be fine. Oh, that's cool, Techo. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna start with a full layer of yellow all across the whole shell, and then we're gonna bring in the, right, she's cute. And then we're gonna bring in the crimson. So let's go ahead, just a solid. I'm not gonna worry about the dots on the shell right now. Heck, we could go over those with gel pen if we wanted to. But we're gonna start with just a single layer of yellow. Yeller. All right, because we got the mushrooms to do too. So we gotta think about those mushroom colors as well. I do feel like this is kind of going quicker. And don't forget, for those of you that are new here, haven't been here before, when we are done coloring tonight, we are going to play Words on Stream, which is just a word game where you can type in the guesses, and it's super fun. Definitely not a way to wind down, which is why I started doing it in the first place, but we all get way too excited and competitive, so. But I don't know what you're talking about, Shannon. I have no idea. We were zoomed the entire time. Brian. You can get some on your pizza, unless you're talking about other ones in which Emily Illustrator is not held liable for any indications of any kinds of illegal substances, so YouTube, leave me alone. Oh boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, so we're adding a little bit of that yellow. Then we're gonna go ahead and grab what is supposedly our crimson. Yeah, just pizza now. All right, so crimson, but I'm gonna go light. I don't want it to be bright red. Okay. And we are going to get water on these before we add any color on the other side, because I want to see how much this red is gonna take up. Okay, so we're gonna do red on the left side here. I mean, we could definitely like take our time longer if we really wanted to, you know, go in on any of these individual lines here. But when we're limited to so many colors, kind of just depends on your preference and, well, how much patience you have. Go. All right, we're gonna do this one. We're gonna add a little bit more under where her hair is, because that would be a little bit of shadow here. Really? See, I don't actually like mushrooms. It's the texture of them that I can't get on board with. Lately, my go-to pizza toppings are chicken, onions, and red peppers. Sweet chili boneless wings? Wait, like the boneless wings were on the pizza, or like it was a side with the pizza? Okay, so let's do just a bit more yellow. We're gonna press just a little bit harder over that red. Like I said, I'm almost going for something kind of orangey here. Not too orangey because orange wasn't on the palette, but we're limiting ourselves to these colors. And I'm not gonna do flat colors all the way throughout, so. Let's switch to our flat Da Vinci brush. It is a number 6. Okay, because we're going for a little bit bigger area here. This is one of my nicer brushes, and a lot of times if the kids are working on school projects, I'll let them, you know, get into my office and we get whatever art supplies I have. Well, she came down with this one to use on some of the acrylic paints for this. It was actually a replica of the Alamo because it's Texas and that's what you do. Anyway, and I was just like, yeah, because a lot of times brushes tend to get a little mashed when I let the kids use them. Most of the time it's fine because, you know, I don't get super expensive brushes, but for this one I was like, let's not use that one if we can avoid it. So I share most of my art supplies with the kids. Pineapple, you said under her hair, and Nerd underwear. Oh, that's nice. Okay, sounds good. I do like pineapple on pizza. I haven't had it in ages. Part of it is because since I do the cauliflower crust pizzas, the wetness from the pineapple is almost just like too soggy for the pizza. Cauliflower crust pizzas aren't nearly as strong as them breaded ones. Although I do miss some good bread. Bread and I, we have a complicated relationship. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry, but I'm kind of liking the sort of almost mottled look of this. I'm gonna assist in the drying of this one. How are we doing on time? 9:51, we're doing great. Pineapple and crispy bacon, yep. Cauliflower crust, oh, they absolutely do. The pizza I like to get, I think it's called like cauliflower, cauliflower crust. Sometimes I'll just eat it plain cheese, and I usually get the plain cheese one, but that's because I add on my own toppings, like the chicken and the onions and the red peppers and everything. Gluten-free breads? Oh yeah, of course they do. But as much as I am very glad and grateful that they have many a good gluten-free bread, do I miss my gluten-y bread? Absolutely I do. I think if you grew up eating gluten-y bread and then you couldn't eat it anymore, I think there's always going to be a part of you that misses it. You don't like any pizza? What about like a white sauce pizza? What is this cauliflower? All right, so for her hair, what do we want to do for her hair? I think we're actually going to try and do the crimson and the mulberry together. We're going to go a little crazy. We're going to there's a few places we're going to come back to, but I want to make sure it dries completely. You can see that the page is already, well, I don't know if you can see it or not. Like it's already crimping a little bit. Freaking cheese sticks and breadsticks. I miss them so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there is this place, Shannon. We're gonna start with the crimson one. There is this place in one of the towns that I lived in, and they had these breadsticks there. And I kid you not, they were like this long. What is that? Like 18 inches? They were like 1.5 foot long breadsticks. And they would come with like all of the Italian seasonings, and the bread was so soft and like squishy. Like they were big enough. Not that it was a healthy option, but they were big enough that like we would just get those for lunch. In high school, we'd walk over there, have lunch over there, and we would just get like these massive breadsticks, dip them in ranch. It was friggin' amazing. I miss those so much. But yeah, there's something about the softness of the bread and everything, and yeah, it's good. Don't be wrong. Like I am so lucky to live in a time when there are so many different like gluten-free bread options. But you know, it's not the same. You're definitely limited. Exactly, gives it character. Oh no, Dee. Although I get that. I have now. Granted, I'm gluten-free, so I don't eat it anyway now. But for the longest time, I loved Taco Bell. I ate it all the time, all the time. Probably not the best idea for me, but when I was pregnant with, I think it was little Emily? It was either that or little Steve. I think it was little Emily. When I was pregnant with little Emily, I ate so much Taco Bell. It was my thing. Up until my second trimester. And it just hit me. And I was just like, this is the nastiest food on the planet, and I have never been able to go back. Like, I know Taco Bell's terrible for you. The ingredients are just awful. Don't even get me started on that. But, you know, I was in my early 20s. It's not a big deal. But it was, yeah, I cannot stomach it, like at all. Fazoli's breadsticks. We get Little Caesars breadsticks in high school, right? But yeah, I cannot stomach it in the slightest now. Which is a shame. At least I have good memories of it. No, you know what I would get? I would get the cheesy gordita crunch with no Baja sauce. So good. I love that extra layer of cheese between the tortilla and the taco shell. An expensive gluten-free sourdough. Ooh, see, I don't like sourdough. I have never liked sourdough, ever. I don't know what it is. Never. Taco Bell, right? It is. Right, Kristen? It's so good. All right, so we're gonna use the mulberry now. We're gonna go a little bit darker. Yeah, the cheesy gordita crunch. It's friggin' delicious. But see, I don't really like sour cream and stuff that much, and so I always got rid of the Baja sauce. No Baja sauce for me. I walk into Taco Bell and say yes. I don't eat breadsticks at Olive Garden. I don't think they're worth the room they take up in my tummy. I'd rather have the soup. No, that's right. Yep, the bean and cheese burritos. See, I was a very plain eater growing up, so I'd get the bean and cheese burritos, no red sauce, and no onions. Now I'd probably get both, but again, there's not a lot of fast food places I do. Chick-fil-A around here is one of the few fast food places that I will eat with the family, mostly because they deep fry their fries. So their fries are gluten-free, but they deep fry them separately from the items that are like super gluten-y and everything. Anyway, the point is, Chick-fil-A is one of the few places that it's perfectly safe for a gluten-free eater to eat their fries. So I do that. That, and they have good salads there. And then I'll get the salad with the chicken on it, but I'll get the grilled chicken. So, yeah. Specifically for that. I like sourdough with certain sandwiches. I used to get smoky sandwiches with sourdough at a deli in New York. Right, Brian? Oh my goodness. Yeah, mild sauce, exactly. Okay, so I went to go visit my sister this one time. And she took me to this cafe, and I'm telling you, it is the best friggin' sandwich I've ever had. And I recently found that Costco carries a gluten-free ciabatta roll, so I need to try it again with that. But it is a sandwich that is fresh turkey, so not like deli meat turkey. We're talking like fresh turkey. It has pesto on either side of the bread, mozzarella, and I'm trying to remember if it was lettuce or sprouts. It was one of the two. I can't remember. But oh my gosh. And then you toast it. So it's like you have ciabatta roll and then pesto on either side. You have the chicken. You have the mozzarella. You toast that. Everything gets all melty and gooey and amazing. And then you put like the sprouts, the lettuce on top. Again, I can't remember. I think here I've just been doing lettuce and you put that on top. Oh my gosh. It's so good. It is so good. It's been years since I've eaten Chick-fil-A. It's a drive to get one. Oh, yeah. See, that's one of the few places, like, if we splurge. Because, like, if the family gets pizza at night, I'm like, okay, enjoy your pizza. And then I'll just, pop my cauliflower in the oven. So a lot of times when we order out, like Chinese food, I'll be like, okay, well, I guess get me a side of rice kind of thing. And it's fine. Like, I want the rest of the family to still be able to enjoy, their favorite eat out places. But we spend a lot less money on eating out since I don't eat out. Sourdough is my favorite for sandwiches and toast. I usually prefer sourdough rye, but can't have the rice seeds when they are. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think I get too fancy with my breads. I love a good kolache. I found some bread that I can make that's gluten-free that gives me a bread roll recipe, and I want to try that with it. But if you're not familiar with what a kolache is, it's kind of like a sweet bread a little bit. Kind of like potato bread is mildly sweet, but you roll it out, and for me, I would make it in the bread maker, like you would make rolls, and then I'd separate it, and you could do like a sausage and bacon, or yeah, you could do sausage and bacon, I suppose. You can basically make it with any kind of filling that you want, but the ones that we would do here is we do sausage and cheese, or ham and cheese, or bacon and cheese, and you have the little thing of dough, and you kind of flatten it out in oblong, and then you sprinkle your ingredients, and then you roll it up, and you bake it, so then it's got all of these ingredients in it, and it's like basically like a little breakfast roll thing. But kolaches are a thing here in Texas quite a bit. Wait, well, Tanya had people over till now, and they clearly don't know my schedule. Well, clearly. Hi, Tanya. How are you? Tanya, we're talking about food. But yeah, kolaches are delicious. Are you composed now? I'm sorry you had to people, Tanya. I know how you feel about that. But yeah, kolaches are delicious, and the kids love them when I make them, and they don't last very long here. I did make, I think I told you guys, I made a second Yule log. I made some ginger snaps, and I actually ended up sharing it with the neighbors because they helped us fix Little Steve's bike. But I like a good home-baked style white bread. There's a local bakery here that distributes it to Meyer. Arnie's Bakery, his bread is awesome. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. I love it. There's a restaurant here that does a lot of artisan breads. They don't really have a lot of gluten, but they do have gluten-free brownies that come from a local bakery here. I went to that bakery just to see if I could just, place an order or pick something up, But unfortunately, it's a bakery that just kind of caters to businesses. They don't do like individual orders. So if you do order from them, you have to order like a lot. Hilachi from San Antonio siblings. Shocking, we're talking about food. Who'd have thunk? I know, right? And get off bread. I love bread so much. Okay, I'm sorry. Brussels sprouts. Steve likes Brussels sprouts now. And he's learned a way to make them. They're really not bad. They're kind of stinky when you make them, but they're really not bad. Okay, so I had an epiphany while I was doing her hair. I want to add yellow to it. We're gonna add yellow in her hair. And then it should kind of mix with the red underneath and it's gonna get a little orangey. We'll see how it works out. We may need to add some color on top to make the contrast stand out. Hey, Brussels sprouts aren't bread. I do love me some Brussels sprouts. Steve got me some Reese's in my stocking, you guys. It's not been good. I mean, it's been good, but it's not been good because I cannot control myself around Reese's. I cannot. I keep them in the freezer and like I go and grab 2. They're like mini Reese's. So I'll grab 2 and then I'll eat them. And then I'll go grab 2 more and then I'll stand there thinking, I'm a grown adult. What's keeping me from grabbing 5 more? And then I, you know, ooh, a sprinkle donut. I like that. Well, there is gluten-free bread, but it's just not the same. It's not the same. Who else has a candy that they have a complete weakness around, that they just can't help themselves? Yeah, exactly. It's just not the same. It's just not. You know, it's those conversations you have in your head where you know your mother secretly lives in your head and you're looking at this bag of Reese's and you go, I know that as an adult, I should not eat 15 of these little Reese's. But then there's the 10-year-old in me that goes, hey, you're a grown-up here. There's no one stopping you from eating those 10 additional Reese's. And you go, you know what, 10-year-old me? You are right. There absolutely is no one stopping me except for, you know, my hips. There's just more of me to love. That's all. Chocolate triggers my migraines. I can't eat it ever again. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't say that chocolate triggers mine. Sugar in general, if I go overboard. Hence, that's also the little voice in my head that says, if you eat these, you're gonna hate yourself later because your head's gonna hurt. Like, aw. Chocolate covered cherries. Oh my gosh. I almost thought about it, but those Queen Anne's chocolate covered cherries, are they gluten-free? I almost grabbed some this year. I mean, I knew that I would get a headache from them, but I wasn't sure if that little white filling in it was gluten-free at all. So my gluten-free knowledge people, do you know if the Queen Anne's, I didn't think to scan it with my app when I was there. I just saw it and went, no, probably not. Probably not. Okay, so we're just using the water on all of these and then we're gonna go back with our black and add a bit of shadow. Gotta have my Snickers and Baby Ruth ice cream every month. See, there you go. Reese's and peanut butter M&Ms. Oh my God, the fight not to eat the whole bag of peanut butter. I know, right? It's like, it's almost like, okay, well, I could just eat them all now and get it over with and then they won't be a temptation anymore, right? I literally like told Steve the other day, I was just like, okay, Steve, I've eaten too many ginger snaps. I need you to not let me eat anymore. When I go to eat them, I need you to like get me not to eat them. So he did, bless his heart. He tried, but then I argued that, you know, the sooner the ginger snaps are out of the house, then the sooner they're not a temptation anymore. And I certainly don't want to waste them and they need to be eaten before they get stale. So theoretically, I should just eat 5 of them now and then they won't be a temptation anymore, right? Oh, beef jerky, okay. I've already got a cherry, that's enough for me. I'm just saying, like, the logic is there. You eat all the cookies till there's no more cookies, and then the temptation is gone. That's healthy logic, right? Right? Someone back me up here. Anyone else caving to the holidayness? I'm not even gonna pretend with the whole New Year's resolution that like, oh yeah, I'll lose the weight, and then nope, I'm gonna be just as lazy in the new year. Who are we kidding? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and dry this now, and then we'll go down and we'll add a little bit more of the shadow below. Right, Reese's Pieces. Oh, thanks. Right, Ronnie? The logic makes perfect sense. In the end, I'm helping myself, really. I mean, honestly. The cell is chocolate covered cherries. On the back of the box says made in a factory that does not use nuts, etc. or gluten. So, oh, I might have to get some. The other thing is though, is they use the maraschino cherries, and I know those are so bad for you. Ginger snaps, yes, they're so good. Marilyn, I love it. Marilyn, I fully support it. Completely support it. You have all validation from me. Okay, let's see. Let's move down here and add a little bit of shadow real quick. Just add our little finishing touches. Yeah, see, that's exactly, Leslie, completely logical. To make up for all the stuff I can't eat anymore. See, that's the thing, is I'm limited on the foods that I can enjoy. So if I can find joy in foods that I can eat, you know, I'm just saying. When I come to the end of my life, am I gonna say, man, I wish I had eaten less Reese's? I mean, if the Reese's are the reason for the end of my life, then, you know, maybe I will have regretted those choices. But if it's not, I'll look back and think I should have just eaten the Reese's. I'm just saying. I mean, maybe an entire truckload might be a bit much, but, you know, we'll never know until we try. Exactly. Also, please, I'm being a terrible influence. Tell your partners, Emily said I could. It's logic. I'm just helping me help myself by eliminating the remaining holiday product. That's all it is. See, now I need to go down and get some Reese's after stream. Sweet. Okay, Tanya, I will eat all of your chocolate as well. Oh my gosh. You know, with all the food restrictions I have, if I had to completely cut out chocolate, I mean, it's not great for me. At a certain point, it will trigger, you know, a migraine, but, you know, chocolate is joy. All right, we're going to put a little bit more black here. We're actually going to put a little bit on the tongue of the shoe and under the laces. That wasn't quite dry. I've got my hand in that. A little bit more there. I'm telling you, if I could just live off of coffee and chocolate, like, and not have it be, right, Kristen? She says our chocolate tastes like soup. Tanya, are you feeling okay? You know, I heard that though, that like people that have, like Belinda, for instance, Belinda, like you sent me that Australian chocolate, and I did feel like there was a difference. I think that for those in other countries, I think that there is a little bit of a difference. I can see that. I mean, maybe not quite as strongly like tasting like soap, but I can see the difference. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? I panicked though. I did coffee for sure. I drink 2 pots a day. See, I only allow myself 1 cup a day because of my tremors. I can't have more than 1, but oh boy, do I look forward to that one. Oh crud, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I don't remember now. Oh well, it'll come to me. Right, I love our chocolate, exactly. Yeah, if there was like a way that my body could get away with just living off of chocolate and coffee, like, and not be completely ill, and you know, lacking in certain vitamins, I would do it, 100%. 100% I would. Okay, so just using a little bit of that black. I started to say I panicked. Crud, what did I panic about? I panic a lot, honestly. No, yeah, it's completely gone. Sorry, we'll never know. We'll never know what I panicked about. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and add that little bit of black on her tunic. We're just adding some shadow here. Here we go. Extra milk cream, there you go. You tried to help. I appreciate it, Alex. It'll come to me. Good night, Melissa. Thanks for being here. Give those boys a little extra snuggle for me. Okay, so we're just adding the extra shadow here, and when we're done adding the shadow on her tunic, then we're gonna move over to the shell, and then we will touch up her hair as well. How are we doing on time? We are doing good. Okay, so next question. I feel like we should do a part 2 for this, because I haven't even touched on any of the flowers or leaves. You guys want to work on this on Wednesday? Because I'm down for that. I'll put a poll that'll go up. All right, so let's see. Start a poll. Continue. I can't spell. Continue this on one. I can't. Wednesday. Question mark. Yes. Or no. We're gonna make it simple. Yes or no. It's anonymous this way. My feelings won't be hurt. I don't mind starting a new one, but yes. There we go. There it is. Anyways, you out of frame there, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Side mod, you're good. You're good. I don't know what you're talking about. I never out frame. No non-framiness here. Nope, not guilty whatsoever. All right, a little bit of. Wait, you're finishing? No, not yet. Not yet. But we still need to have time for words on stream. We still got time. We good. But I'm definitely not going to be able to finish this tonight. Okay, so we're just doing that little bit of black. Like I said, a little bit goes a long way. But now that the other colors have had time to dry, we can add in that little bit of shadow. But it still has a lot of that kind of mulberry undertone there. There we go. All right, let's work on her shell, and then we'll add her shadow to her hair. Holy heck, that's 80%. Yes, I'm just gonna call it out. Okay, sweet. We are gonna finish this on, we will finish this on Wednesday then. I mean, we're not ending now, but you know, that's the plan. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and grab our crimson. We're gonna give it a little bit of a sharpen. Because that was pretty quick voting. I knew you would, Tanya. All right, so we're gonna do the crimson. We're gonna get a little bit darker on this. We're gonna get a little bit darker with the yellow as well, and then we're gonna bring in probably some brown on her shell. Ma'am? I said I knew you would like it. Oh, Tanya, hey, move to the right. I wasn't sure if you meant me or Tanya. I mean, you could be saying, you know, she needs to move a little right in her living room. Oh my goodness. Shannon, does that mean you're looking through her window? Oh no. Shut the front door, right? I love it. All right, so like I said, we're going a little bit heavier with this crimson. There we go. Right along the edge here. Scoot it over on the couch. Curtain twitching. Nah, if she's curtain twitching, if she's peering out her window, she's probably looking for that squirrel that always attacks her outside. Okay. Ninja squirrels. They're the real risk, honestly. Yeah, because we haven't even had a chance to do the mushrooms yet. Oh Lord, Tanya, didn't you just have people over? Did you just soon as they're gone, just boom, more comfortable? I mean, I know we were, you know, joking about the only crayons, but my goodness. Yes, please don't be naked. All right, so now we're gonna do more of that crimson around the edge here. There you go. Like the squirrel National Lampoon's Vacation? Yes. Talk color to me, exactly. I'm serious. I should make the exclamation point snap command with the story that I wrote in Tanya's. For my only fan. No, it's only crayons, Tanya. Only crayons. All right, let's sharpen the yellow. Well, I mean, unless you secretly do have an OnlyFans, in that case, Tanya, I think we should chat. No, not as, that sounded weird. Not as I want to know what it is, as in, I'm here to help you, Tanya. You don't have to do the OnlyFans. I mean, if you want to, that's fine. I'm not going to judge ways of life, but I'm just gonna stop right now. I'm digging a hole. All right, so let's see. We're gonna do a little bit heavier on the yellow. I know we're not really blending layers, but that is because we are gonna blend with the paintbrush. We should, what now? It went a wrong direction. It came out wrong. It came out all wrong. I'm sorry, Mary. I didn't mean to encourage her. Oh my goodness. Heavy use of a shovel. Yeah, I just like straight up just right down into the ground. Giant hole. All right, let's go ahead and use the Da Vinci flat brush here. It was all unintentional, I swear. All right, and we're gonna blend this. That is one nice thing about the watercolors is that you can blend it with the water. there's you know, mouth, insert foot. Put foot in the mouth. Of course, that could be another thing too. The internet is a weird place, guys. Just steer clear. Okay. That red is getting blended in just a little bit. Definitely coming out more orangey, but I'm down with that. Like, this is going to be a super vibrant page by the time we're done. You guys will be proud. Those of you that lean me in the direction of the Tegal sharpener. I posted that reel earlier about the stream prep. I just saw a comment pop up from Instagram. Someone wants to know where to get the sharpener. We're gonna indoctrinate a whole other realm of colorists to the Tegal sharpener. Well, if the Doll 133, if the prices hadn't jumped up so high, when I got my Doll 133, it was like 11 bucks. Okay. It is a good sharpener. All right, we're gonna let this dry before we add any of our black on, but we are gonna use the black on the hair next. Oh wait, I got a weird streak going on here. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so it's still a little damp, but usually it's hard to reactivate watercolor pencils, so that's nice that that one does it. All right, so like I said, there's more shadow that needs to go on this one, right? Psychedelic 60s. Here, I'll zoom out a little bit. She's so bright and colorful. I love it. A happy page to lead into the new year. I know, right? Team Pink. It was close there for a little while. I was surprised. All right, so we're gonna let this dry. We're gonna do her hair, then we'll add our shadows on the shell, and then we'll do our words on screen. Okay. The beat's a good sharp kitchen knife. Okay, I hurt myself with a can of beans. I shouldn't be trusted with a kitchen knife, like, at all. All right, so let's see, zoom in a little bit more. There we go. All right, we're gonna use our black now, and we are gonna use it on areas where the hair is overlapping. Like some of these different kind of hairs are grouped, so that is how we're gonna try and add our shadow here. So in areas where they overlap. So let's see, this one kind of goes here a bit. This one comes across here. I do like the way Hanna Karlzon does her hair. Kind of like separated into sections a bit. Okay, let's see. Let's do here and there. A little bit on this one. And there. There. Let's see, am I missing any? Do here. All right. Ooh, card's sticking to me. Don't cut towards you, Emily. Either. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, sharp. Every time I use an X-Acto knife on stream, everybody just holds their breath in fear. Right? The Tegal one's great. Ta-da! Will she have green antennae? Oh, I forgot about the antennae. Yes, I think she will have green antennae. We'll do the antennae before we go. I honestly forgot about them. I remember looking at it when I first started looking at this page, and I was just like, are those her antennae? Like, are they just crazy hair strands? I wasn't sure what was going on, but yeah, it's green. Oh, that one went a bit over. Hang on. See if we can spread that out a little bit. There we go, that's better. Gotta not get so overly excited. Get the black everywhere I don't want it to be. Like I said, with black, a little bit goes a long way, so don't be afraid to be a little bit hesitant with it when you first start adding it. Look up in chat here in just a second. Okay, there we go. Give a little bit of dimension. I feel like we should do a little bit of black here as well, where her hair hits her face. That's right. Yeah, she is a snail. You thought it was a cinnamon roll the whole time. I'd be down with that. I'd want to be a cinnamon roll person. Cinnamon rolls. I do like cinnamon rolls. Why does sugar have to be so dang addicting? It's delicious and I just want to eat it all the time. There we go. And let's do just a tiny bit right here. Yeah, that's generally something. I mean, it's not like I ever injured myself knowingly. I'm just incredibly clumsy. Okay, let's do her antennae and then we'll, let's see. Yeah, well, we have a little bit of black to add on the shell. All right, there we go. So let's do solid green all the way throughout. And then we're gonna get some of that mulberry and a little bit of black again. She's so happy. She's such a happy snail girl. Okay, and we'll get the mulberry. Are we in frame? Yes, okay. A little bit of mulberry. A little bit there, and then we'll do black in a second. I don't want to do black quite yet. Okay. Yeah, exactly. When I show up on stream with a new bandage, like, oh, well, guys, you won't believe what I did this time. Okay. There we go. All right, we're gonna let that dry and then we'll add in a little bit of our black. Seriously, this is such a happy picture. I'm glad we chose such a bright color palette. Aw, Sleepy Joe. A bit like the Joker, yeah. Yeah, the way she does her curves up on the lip, they're always a little different. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our black on the snail shell. I'm gonna add it first where the hair is overlapping, plus a little bit back here because that's gonna be a little bit shadowed. So over where the hair is, and there, there, and then we've got the mushrooms. So let's do a little bit there. That's gonna be a bit of a shadow. Do a little bit here. There we go. Let's do a little bit on the curve. There. Let's just start with it. We can always add more later once we get closer. Had waffles right proof strip shaps. Well, I completely tripped and just flip-flopped over that sentence. I had waffles right before stream, but I have a can of frosting and graham crackers sitting here screaming for my attention. I highly approve. Also because I approve of pretty much all sugar. Also, I love waffles, so any sentence that involves waffles, I'm probably down for. I mean, heck, Steve got me a waffle maker for Christmas because I had it on my wish list and I wanted a bigger waffle maker. So now I can make 4 waffles at a time and it doesn't take me nearly as long to make them. Mostly because I make gluten-free ones and then I freeze them and eat them over a course of a while. Probably faster than I probably should, but who's counting? Not me. Words are so hard. Thanks, Julie. Yes, these are a chrome. The name of this color is by Fringence. It's by ILNP. And then I took some of the Arteza glitter and I glued it on. But they're just about ready for. I'll probably have a new manicure when I come back on Wednesday. I don't know why I said Wednesday that way. Wednesday. A sassy Wednesday. Here we go. Oh wait, this here. This needs it here. Yeah, I like that little bit of black. I think that works out well. We'll probably add some more on this way too, but we're gonna wait a little bit. All right, let's add a little bit of black on here. Okay. And then add a little bit of water. Oh no! Only because you're out of blueberry. There you go. He sleeps when she sleeps. There you go. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit there. There wasn't too much black on that one. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. Look at how bright she is. She's so happy and cute. I feel like we're sticking to it pretty good. What do we think? I feel like maybe the green could be a little bit darker, but again, we didn't have an exact green on there. We could always bring in a little bit of another green, like this one maybe. Like, how darker is that? Yeah, we could always do that and bring in this green as well to try and get that little bit of a darker green. I kind of like that. Couldn't tell you what this green is because these don't have names or numbers, but you know. Right? I know you say it like, because I always say it like that because it's the only way I can make sure I spell it correctly. All right. Well, she turned out pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move my heat gun because it's in the way. I need my hands free for words on stream. All right, so for those of you that are in here, all 69 of you, if you would like to stick around for words on stream, please feel free. The more people that play, the more fun it is. It's just a word game. You can just play in chat. You don't have to log in or do anything fancy. I'm gonna pull it up here in just a second. So if you like word games, that is what we're gonna do now. It has become a regular thing that we like to do at the end of stream that has become quite enjoyable. All right, let's pause the music. Okay, we're gonna turn this up so we can hear. Okay, and then we're gonna hop over to the game here. Give me 1 second, pop in the little link. Okay. And there we go. All right, our record level is level 20. So if we can get past level 20, that would be a fantastic. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start. Aw, thank you. Thanks for being here. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Tint. There are no hidden, let's see, thing tight. Tighten. See, Steve's just been learning. He gets in right at the end. Okay, tint, tent. Oh, what about Jen? Ah, Leslie got Jen. Ooh, hint. Yay. Woohoo. All right, let's see. Hint. What about ting? Like a ting of a fork, isn't that a thing? Oh wait. Oh no, I got in. Sweet. Ting. Ting-a-ling-a-ling. Oh nay, that's good. Oh, what about, am I locked out still? I'm still locked out. Maybe. Unless somebody gets it before me. 8. Oh, tinge is good. Leslie, why didn't it count tinge for you? Leslie, type tinge again. Oh no, because Tech Gal already got tinge. That's why. That's why. Oh, I got one. Eh? Yeah, because the 10th Doctor. Let's see, after tinge, it's also going to start with a T. And it would have to be either, it had to be another T-I word. T-I... Tint? T-I-N... Tinth? I don't know if tinth is a word. Ah, I wish they always showed us our words at the end. Tithe! Oh, Deborah, good job. Okay, continue. All right. think this is a word. Yep. I only know this because I was talking with some friends the other day about a kids show that was on OPB or PBS or whatever it was, and one of the characters' name was Quetzal, and they were talking about Quetzal like it was a thing, but I only knew it for the name. They're like, oh yeah, I don't like Quetzals. I'm like, I don't even know what a Quetzal is. I just thought it was his name, but that's what it is. It's a Quetzal. And through all that explaining, how about Zeta? Zeta word? There it is. Look at that. That's gotta jump us. Yeah, skip 3 levels. All right. So thanks, Dragon Tales, for that one. All right, so there is a fake letter and a lot of S's. Cups. That's all I got. Oh my gosh, but that didn't work. So there's so many S's, so I'm gonna guess there's still a success. Okay, the P is the fake letter. What about pecs? As in pectoral muscles. Did we try that one? I feel like that wasn't a word that they did. I'll go ahead and type it in just in case. Oh no, but the P is the fake letter anyway, so that one wouldn't work. Sus. What about, let's see, success. Oh, is there 2 E's? No. Sues. What about Seuss, as in S-E-U-S? Or Seuss? S-U-C-E? No. It would probably either need to be C-U or S-E. So C-U-S-E? Cubes? Okay, S-E-S-S, maybe? No, because I guess if it would be a B. S-E-C-E... No. S-E-C-U? I'm just throwing out random words now. Could be an E word. Use... S... I don't know. That's tough, man. But hey, we got it. Skip 3 levels. Look at us go. Like I said, the goal is to get past level 20. Fake letter. Well, there's no U, so I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say the Q is probably the fake letter. I know what the 6th letter is, but I want to give... I see it technically like a few seconds before you guys. Okay, 4 people in, I'm getting it. Bagger. Beggar. Brag. Oh, rage. Oh no, we already got rage. Barge. Fun fact, I know a friend who has a fear of barges. And yes, it is the large boats that go on rivers. She has a fear of barges. Also the word moist. So, you know, a moist barge is probably the worst thing in the world. Let's see. What about, oh, bray, yep. Let's see. Oh, while we're doing this, I had a cool encounter. Well, not even an encounter. It was just something nice that I saw. It got me thinking about kindness. I was at the post office the other day, and there was a really long line at the information desk. And there was a father and son that was up there, and they could only speak Spanish. And they were trying to talk to the lady at the desk. And there was a lady standing next to me. She was bilingual, and she went up and she just translated for him. That was it. She didn't know him. She didn't expect anything. She just went and offered help. I thought it was very sweet. I know it's nothing to do with what you're saying, but or with what the game is, but I filed that away, and I was just like, oh, I want to tell them. B-E-G-G. B-E-G-A. Is that a word? B-E-A-G. I've done that before. Yeah, I just thought it was so sweet. A bird. Nice, Megan. Like an iceberg. I just thought it was, you know, one of those, the world seems so cruddy at times. It's always nice when you see, you know, it's not done for social media. It's not done for anything else. You just see somebody being honestly kind. It's just nice. Oh, I love that, Alex. All right, fake letter and hidden letter. Okay, what about intern? No, that wouldn't be it because that uses all of them. Inner. So it's both ends. Oh, so what about winner? The T must be the fake letter. Okay, dinner? All the inner words I'm trying to think of. Dinner, dinner! The fake letter, or the hidden letter is a D, the fake letter is the T. So dine, dine is one, diner. Really, I got that only because of Maylin. Let's see. So no T. Oh, rind, rind. Oh, yep, Deborah, you got that. Good job. Dire, as in dire straits. Let's see. What nerd? N-E-R-D. None of your words are showing up tonight? I don't know why that is. You should just be able to type in chat. Just make sure that somebody hasn't already typed it. Make sure you're not locked out. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you otherwise. Hey, sorry, I can't really troubleshoot for you. You can always try another device, maybe. Let's see. So there's gonna be something between dire and ired. Good job, Belinda. Always one late, right? I know, right? And you see somebody like just got it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. And I swear I'm not trying to be first. I'm trying to wait to put my words in before you guys get a chance to see it. Let's see. Labeled. Hidden letter and fake letter. I would try labeled, maybe. L-A-B. Ablated. That's a heck of a word. Yeah, label. Labeled. Oh, maybe it's the D. What about tablet? Maybe there's two T's? Or be late? I know belated is a word. Ballet, bleat, okay. What about ballast? Maybe it's an S. Yeah, the D is the fake letter, so stay away from the D. But what is the hidden letter? Be weird if the hidden letter and the fake letter were the same letter. Oh, what about battle? No, that would need two T's. Ooh, blame, yeah. Oh, M! M! It's the hidden letter is an M. Okay, so what's the word? What's the big word if it was an M? Beam. Oh no. Mallet, okay. Amulet. No, wait, there's no U. Dang it. Oh, that doesn't count. That's only level 16. Amble. We're going again. We always need the warm-up one. We're going again. All right, let's wait for game over. All right, restart. Ooh, but Kelly, look at you, number one. Brain, I know, right? I don't know what to tell you, Brittany, but yeah, I'm limited on what I can troubleshoot for you. Sorry. Let's see. 3 S's. Lines. There we go. There's one that uses all of it. Sinless. Whoa, Belinda, nice. I was not even close to what that was. Oh, so we could do sins. Sins, S-I-N-S. There you go. Let's see, lens. Oh, what about lenses? L-E-N-S-E-S. Oh no, there's not enough spaces for that. Never mind. Oh, leans, aisles, yeah. Signs, lines, less, aisles. What about lists? L-I-S-S. Yeah, you're probably behind. Let's see. Okay, so that one's gonna start with an L, either an L-I or L-E. Lean. Oh yeah, because we already had leans. Oh my goodness. Signs. So would it be another signs? Siles. Sins. Lots of S's. I'm just trying, man. Random words now. Oh yeah, Brittany, you're not caught up. You're using completely different words that aren't there. So you need to make sure that you're all the way to the right on your screen. Come on, sinking last hits. Let's go. Why is it taking so long, guys? It's only level 1. We could always restart if it's gonna be funky like this. Okay, I'm giving it like 2 more seconds. Okay, is it just... Page is frozen now. Hang on. Hang on. We're not done yet. Don't worry. I just need to... I need to refresh. Give me a second. Yeah, it'd be frozen. It'd be frozen. Oh, it's not even loading now when I tried to refresh. Guys, that might be it for words. Words might be down right now. Hang on. I'm going to close the browser. I'm going to open it up one more time. Just double check. Otherwise, that may be it. Could be like a bog down of, you know, Friday night. Everybody's... Those crazy, crazy Friday nights. Everybody's playing words on stream. Hang on, it's letting me log in, so give me a second. We're gonna try it. We're not gonna call it DOA yet. Nah, we're getting the infinite circle, folks. All right, that may be it. That may be it. Clear the cache. I could try doing that. I don't know if that will do anything during stream, but let's check real quick. Let's clear the cache into cookies. Okay, we're gonna close that. We're gonna reopen it up. Hang on. We cleared the cache. We're gonna try it one more time. One more time. Don't you love troubleshooting live? It's fantastic. Yeah, no, it's still giving me the infinite spin. The infinite spin. But hey, we got in like a game and a game and an ish. Anyway. All right, well, we'll go ahead and call it here then. Like I said, we will be live again. We'll be live again on Wednesday, where we'll finish up our bright, happy page here. Throw it. No, Shanna, I don't want to throw my computer. I don't want to do it. Joanna, thank you for your super chat. Deborah, thank you for your super chat. And Furita-chan, I think I pronounced that wrong, but thank you for subscribing. And Shelly Sings, you also subscribed, and Aries, you subscribed, and Iris, wow, we had a lot of subscribing tonight. My goodness, I'm so sorry I missed those. Thank you, everyone. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. Everyone have a wonderful New Year's. I will see you next year, which will be, you know, Wednesday, everyone. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out, and yeah, keep being awesome. I'll chat with you later. Bye.